Good evening everyone and welcome to Gundam News. And this week we got some very welcome Gunpla news. Bandai just announced that on the 26th they'll be announcing all of their upcoming releases for Q1 of 2027. So their releases for January, February and March. As per usual, they're calling this the Hobby New Item Info, and also as per usual, my video or videos will depend on what they do or don't announce at the event. Because here's the thing, they did confirm that Gunpla will be part of the lineup, but I also wouldn't be surprised if either some Gunpla gets announced later on or gets announced now as a complete mystery thing. We've got both Freedom Zero and Alex looming on the horizon, so it would make complete sense for kits from those series to be released in January, February, and March, but they might not be able to show them yet because they might contain some spoilers. And talking about Freedom Zero, last week I mentioned that information would most likely get unveiled at Gundam Con in January. But this week, Bandai announced that we're getting more information on October 8th or October 9th, depending on which time zone you're in. And the way they're doing this is very similar to their Alex announcement. They'll have a special panel at the New York Comic Con 2026 where they will be giving all of the information live, and then for the people who can't make it to the event, they'll also have a live stream where they will be going over the same information as the live event. And this live stream will go live on October 9th, 4:45 AM Japanese time. At Anime NYC, meanwhile, they'll screen Hathaway's Flash on the 23rd, where they will also be giving away a promotional Gundam card game card pack, and in Japan, you can also get a freebie by watching movies. Starting August 28th, you can get one of 12 special clear cards by watching a movie from the Bandai Namco Filmworks Selection Volume 1. For Gundam, there is Gundam Seed Freedom and the Gundam X 30th Anniversary screening, which is bundled together with the Boy and Gundam promotional video. Back to the model kit news then. The biggest news here probably has to do with the BHCPDII Museum, which I'm just going to be calling the Bandai Museum. So, when the museum was first announced, we were all really happy about it. But then very quickly after this, we became a bit less happy when it turned out that it would be very difficult to go to this museum as a tourist. The museum was reservation only, and you needed to be a Japanese resident to make such reservation. But now, they announced that from September onwards, anyone can make a reservation. And to make things even better, limited edition items that were previously only available through their online store will now also become available through a Gundam-based store inside of the museum. The store opens up on September the 2nd and is only accessible to people with a valid entry ticket to the museum. Examples of items you can buy are the Master Grade Shin Musha Gundam Museum Colors for 5,800 yen, 36 US, Haro Pla Haro Basic Green, Museum Package version, going for 550 yen, $3.50. The Entry Grade RX-78-2 Gundam Full Weapon Set, Museum Colors, for 1,430 yen, 9 US. And then various standard Gundam base limited kits. So it's cool to see that they're not just opening their doors to tourists, but they're also making it easier for us to actually buy the limited edition kits, because buying them through the online store as a tourist is also pretty damn difficult. And one of the Gundam Base limited kits that they might be selling is this newly announced Gundam Base limited entry grade new Gundam Ukiyo-e package version, slated for an August 29th release. It goes for 1,760 yen, 11 US, and just like the other Ukiyo-e package versions, which were normal releases by the way, the new Gundam itself is the same, and the difference lies with the decals included and the box art, which are now inspired by traditional Japanese ukiyo-e art. And for our new Gundam, it is a beautiful view of Mount Fuji, which is about to get hit by Axis. Not quite as beautiful. And on the same day, they also announced the Premium Bandai Limited High-Grade Gustav Karl Type 00 Commander version, a minor variant of the retail Gustav Karl Type 00. What sets it apart is that it comes with a different antenna and a long-barreled beam rifle, in addition to its standard issue beam rifle. But if you look at the main promotional image, you'll also see a standard Gustav Karl Type 00 using the long-barreled beam rifle, so I feel like there might be a good chance that you'll also be able to build this Commander type kit as the standard version as well. And I also want to thank the description of this item for giving me a minor spoiler for the movie, which for obvious reasons I am not gonna repeat here. The kit can be yours in November for 3,850 yen, 24 US. Next up, Gundam Biscuits 2 was announced. It is slated for an April 2027 release, and for 396 yen a piece, $2.50, you'll be able to get a package of biscuits together with a tiny but very cool Gunpla. They have some minor articulation, and despite their small stature, they are surprisingly color accurate. Included in the lineup this time are the Dom with Giant Bazooka and Heat Saber, Char's Rig Dom with Beam Bazooka, the G3 Gundam with Shield and Hyper Bazooka, a Black TriStar's custom Zaku 2 High Mobility type with Zaku Machine Gun, and the Brabro with an option set for the Black TriStar's custom Zaku 2 High Mobility type. It also comes with a Commander Antenna, Zaku Bazooka, and Heat Hawk. Also, the designs for the biscuits are Amuro, Sayla, Bright, Char, Lala, and Giran. And then last but not least for the Gunpla, Gundam Superior Defined number 1 is slated for a re-release in February, or as I like calling the line, SD Gundam Artifact. One super detailed and resin-colored kit will cost you only 550 yen, $3.50, and also comes with a random sticker featuring a super deformed mobile suit. For the kits, there is the Wing Gundam Zero and the Swaltz version, Musha Seita Gundam Kirinji Special Edition, God Gundam, or Burning Gundam if you prefer, Woundwort, and High Gawk E. And if you need something to snack on while building these kits, in December you can get the Gundam Seed Series Memorial Collection Wafer Cookies. One package will cost you 176 yen, around $1, and comes with one vanilla cream flavored wafer and one metallic card featuring art from various Gundam Seed series. Some of the art is screenshots from the anime, some of it is new art, and one card is a secret. And for even more snacks, we go to the Gundam figures. Like Bitlot Gundam 3, the very LEGO minifig inspired series. For 780 yen, 5 US, you'll be able to get a Dom with Giant Bazooka and Heat Saber, Char's Gelgook with Beam Rifle, Beam Naginata and Shield, Digan with Beam Sword and Shield, Lala Soon with Helmet, and Char with Helmet and a not quite so giant bazooka. And of course, because these are classified as candy toys, every box also comes with a soda-flavored piece of chewing gum. Plus, on the same date, Bitlot Gundam number 1 is getting a restock because it pairs just so perfectly with Bitlot number 3. And you can get yet another soda-flavored piece of chewing gum from the premium Bandai Limited FW Gundam Converge Core Gundam XX 30th Anniversary Set. It goes for 4,950 yen, 31 US, and combines the 2019 Gundam Converge XX with the brand new G Falcon and even the 1/100 scale high-grade exclusive weapons, giving us the most complete XX figure to date. So of course, this means that the figure comes with a lot of options. The G Falcon can be either combined with the XX or displayed on its own, with its own little action base. The XX can be displayed with its twin satellite cannons active or stored, including the solar panels, and then for its handheld accessories, it comes with its standard weapons, like the 2 Hyper Beam Swords, a shield and the Buster Rifle, as well as special weapons not used in the anime, being a G Hammer, Twin Beam Sword, Beam Javelin, and Rocket Launcher Gun. And on top of all of that, the XX itself also comes with brand new markings and a new and improved paint job. So again, this is quite the figure, going for quite the price. For something a bit cheaper then, we've got 3 upcoming Gashapon collections. Releasing in November is the GQUUUUUX marker accessory lineup, with marker here meaning that you can use these to mark something as belonging to you. They've got a silicone ring on them, so you can slide them onto said item you want to mark. And for 300 yen a spin, to US, you can either get a Haro with beanie, conch, Pomeranian, and the installer device. Releasing in December then, we first got the 5th lineup of Gundam Machibouke figures, little as the mobile suits in the fetal position, waiting until it is finally their time to launch. And this time, the lineup consists of the Zoc, the Gan, Barbatos Lupus, and the Lantman Rhodey, an interesting selection for the first appearance of Iron-Blooded Orphans in this series. And these will go for 400 yen a spin, $2.50. For 500 yen a spin then, 3 US, there is the Robot Spirits Miniature Collection number 2, featuring miniaturized Robot Spirits boxes with a tiny figure actually inside. You can either get the Strike Gundam, the Aegis Gundam, the Goof, or Char's Zagok. Get your action figures, an action figure. A lot more expensive then is the premium Bandai Limited Metal Robot Spirits Gundam TR1 Hazel Raw, 2nd form. The set goes for 29,700 yen, 187 US, is slated for a January release, and combines the previously released Gundam TR1 Hazel Custom and G-Parts Fruitadoo and Advanced Part Set. According to the description though, there is one different. The Fruitadoos have gotten a new paint job, apparently giving them a completely new look. Personally, I didn't really see that much difference, and then when I compared some of the promotional images, I noticed that the exact same images were being used for both this new set and the old set, so whatever differences there might or might not be are actually so minor that they didn't even bother including new promotional images. Take that however you want. In Japan then, sales have begun for the Metal Robot Spirits Destiny Gundam Spec 2 Final Battle version and the Metal Built God Gundam Meikyo Shisui version, but only for Club Tamashii members of a certain paid rank. Meanwhile, on the gaming front then, in Gundam Battle Operation 2 for the PlayStation, the Gelgoog R has joined the fray, while on Steam the Full Armor Engage Gundam C plan has become available. In UC Engage, there's a featured unit assembly, featuring the UR Red Gundam 0079 version and UR Char Aznable GQUUUUUX version, which went alongside new combat power augmentation operations, and as the Gundam G Generation Eternal has once again reached number 1 in certain areas, once again giving everyone 3,000 diamonds, something that was no doubt linked to the news story going live, as the Gundam Gaiden 3 seeks Zeon arc, the Knights of Algas, and completing this story can get you some units like the SSR Swordsman Zeta Gundam, Fighter Double Zeta Gundam, Wizard New Gundam, and Theo Dante. And we also got some Gundam Arsenal-based news. A trailer was released for the upcoming update called Arsenal Base Commander, which promises to bring us some very interesting and potentially very drastic changes to the game. As with all previous updates, old cards will still function with this new version, but now Commander cards are being added, which will require existing arcades to be upgraded with an extra card slot for those Commander cards, and the game is now changing from 1v1 to 1v1v1, turning it into a 3-way battle. So yeah, again, quite a drastic change. So before the update goes live in February, an open beta test will be held in certain arcades from August 28th until December 20th. Here, people can select one of 3 beta test decks to play with, and they can also buy beta test cards from the machine. There's a total of 33 regular cards and 3 parallel cards. I'll have the promotional video linked down below, but it is region locked to only Japan, so you'll need a VPN like NordVPN to watch it. And by using my link down below, or the code kkrt, you'll not just get a sweet discount, but you'll also be directly supporting the channel. In other news then, the cover illustrations for Dreams and Resolution have been unveiled. Two booklets which are part of the Gundam X Complete Records collection, AW 30th Chronicle. Both are completely new, with the cover for Dreams being drawn by character designer Masayoshi Nishimura, and the cover for Resolution drawn by mecha designer Kunio Okawara. As for the things you could get this week then. First up, on the 17th, you could gacha for these Gundam card game acrylic keychains. One spin will set you back 300 yen, 2 US, and will feature one of 20 different card designs. Included in the lineup are popular cards like the Strike Freedom, New Gundam, Kira, and Amuro. This was then followed by the Gundam Wing 30th Anniversary soundtrack set. It'll include a whopping 7 CDs, including previously unreleased soundtracks, and goes for 14,080 yen, 93 US. And it also features some beautiful cover art done by Hideki Tenjin, famous for his work on master-grade box art. And finally, there were 2 figures simply stated to be released in late August. The Realistic Model Series High-Grade Nahel Argama Catapult Deck Unicorn version, and the Gundam Girls Generation Gigi Swimsuit version. The Catapult deck is of course a minor variant of the Double Zeta Gundam version that was released in 2023. Its markings are slightly different, and it now comes with 7 new in-scale figures, being Zinnerman, Merida, Minerva, Benager, Riddy, Full Frontal, and Angelo. What has remained the same then is that it is an absolutely massive set that comes with parts to put it in 3 different configurations. The longer middle deck, and then the shorter left and right decks. And if you're crazy enough to buy 2 or even 3 sets of this thing, you can actually connect them to make the full deck. At 44,000 yen a piece, 277 US, this will take some dedication and money though. Also, it comes with a light-up LED function to make the thing even more impressive. The Gundam Girls Generation Gigi Swimsuit version then is a very alluring 1/7 scale figure of Gigi, of course in her swimsuit. And to make sure that you really know that this is an alluring figure, they even explicitly describe Gigi's beauty as being able to captivate men and make women jealous. And she could be yours for 22,000 yen, 138 US. For this week's reading material then, there was the 36th chapter of Gundam Sequel, which was released for free online in Japanese and is linked down below, and we got some really good news for the Gundam X fans. In the October issue of Gundam Ace, a new Gundam X spin-off manga will start serialization. It is called Gundam X Flash, and it's the sequel to 2018's Gundam X Next Prologue, If I'm With You, which itself was a sequel to the Gundam X anime. The new manga, just like the 2018 manga, will be made by Koichi Tokita, and we do already have some nice art of it available. For the apparel news then, this week was again a bit more of a meager showing. Isaac's birthday was on the 8th, and Bunko celebrated this on the 17th with pre-orders for the Isaac Jewel birthday series. There's an Aurora acrylic stand for 3,850 yen, 24 US, a glitter pouch for 1,320 yen, 8 US, a clip acrylic stand for 1,210 yen, 7 US, and a reversible birthday cake cushion for 3,850 yen, 24 US. On one side, it looks like a birthday cake with a picture of Isaac on it, and on the other side, it looks more like a cushion with various symbols related to Isaac on it. And that has been all for this week's slightly delayed Gundam news. As you can tell, I'm back in Belgium now, and the return flight completely knocked me out. Fortunately, I had a very good night's sleep in my own bed again, so I'm back to 100% now. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great evening, and I'll see you all next week with more Gundam news.